Hello, dear fans, friends, and subscribers. This is your host Ram welcoming you on your daily cricket show, Cricket Happenings. I have to say that this particular Cricket Happening show is not going to have a lot of cricket in it, unfortunately, because there's not much to really talk about. But one game that I can do some live cricket commentary today is I can take you live to the Caribbean Premier League where the Trinbago Knight Riders are absolutely, I would say they have taken the Jamaican Talawas attack absolutely by the scruff of the neck. They are going like a train here at Trinbago Knight Riders. Currently, as I am talking to you, are placed at 101 for 2. This we are only in the ninth over. This is tremendous hitting from the Trinbago Knight Riders batsmen. They have come with one motto today, whether it is Brendan McCullum, whether it is Sunil Narine, whether it is Darren Bravo, Colin Munro. And as I'm talking to you, I can tell you Darren Bravo is not out of 19 of 8 deliveries, 1 4 and 2 sixes. Colin Munro 14 not out of 22 deliveries, 5 fours and 2 sixes. It has been absolutely slang bang stuff here, because if you see in 50 balls, they have gone to 101 for 2. This is seriously very, very great hitting from the Trinbago Knight Riders batsmen. And I think they have really made up their mind that there is only one way to play the Jamaica Talawas today, and that is to really, really belt them all across the park. And that's what is precisely happening. So right now when I am talking to you here, I see that one more boundary has been hit. Darren Bravo is the man, Smith was the bowler, the ball has gone into the fence. So this is tremendous stuff, and it is really, really, I'm sure it is hurting the Jamaica Talawas bowlers. But as I'm talking to you, another boundary follows from Bravo's bat. This time, Smith has been dispatched into the boundary. Well, I'll come back to this later because right now I have to really start and talk about what's happening in the cricketing world. As far as the cricketing world is concerned, as you know, the third test match which is coming up between India and Sri Lanka, as you know, Ravindra Jadeja, the number one test all-rounder in the ICC rankings, is unfortunately out due to a sort of a misdemeanor that happened on the field. And as you know, he has been banned for a test match. And Akshar Patel has been called in. Akshar Patel, who was playing for the India A team against South Africa, where India A actually won the match against the South Africa A in Pretoria in the finals yesterday. Akshar Patel has been flown in to take his place. So Akshar Patel would be the one who would be who would be playing right now against Sri Lanka. So Akshar Patel has been flown into Sri Lanka to actually play for India in place of Ravindra Jadeja. Now there's also speculation that Kuldeep Yadav might be the one who might be given the nod, and one won't be surprised, I can say the least bit. Kuldeep Yadav, we know, is an exciting breed of cricketer, no doubt about it. So one is really waiting to watch as to what the selection has in store when the third and final test match between India and Sri Lanka. India have nothing to lose here because they already won the test series against Sri Lanka. They are leading it 2-0 right now. And also the other news that I can talk to you is Moeen Ali, who performed brilliantly there in that test match against South Africa, which won England the series, has said that he would like the England Cricket Board to employ Saqlain Mushtaq, the former Pakistani off-spin bowler who really started the Dusra, as you would remember. Saqlain Mushtaq on a permanent basis in the team because he feels that he makes a great difference when it comes to bowling, and Moeen Ali feels he owes it to Saqlain Mushtaq for all his tips that he gave when Moeen Ali went on to take a lot of wickets against the South Africans. And as you know, and also one more thing that I could say here is that, and as you know, England are really hunting for an opener spot to actually partner Alistair Cook. and Keaton Jennings was a complete failure against South Africa. So definitely the hunt is on for an opener. And Hasib Hamid, who went to India and impressed one and all with his technique. Unfortunately, this season has been really struggling for form. But I am told there is one particular match that happened where Hasib Hamid has already shown his technical skills here, and finally he has hit form. And I thought he has hit form at the right time, and I won't be least bit surprised if Hasib Hamid, the youngster, is given an opportunity, and I think he truly deserves it because he played well against India, and that too, I mean, he has good knowledge about English conditions, no doubt about it, and because playing in England, and I would love to see Hasib Hamid being included in the team and partnering Alistair Cook. So Hasib Hamid has definitely gone into form, and this is the first major innings that he has played today. But what it has done is it has really enhanced his chances of getting selected for the first Test match, the day-night Test match against the West Indies at Edgbaston. Kuldeep Yadav is most likely to replace the suspended Ravindra Jadeja, and he is one who has spoken highly about Virat Kohli, the captain, as well, by saying that Virat Kohli gives him all the much needed confidence. And I think so this is what the news is as far as international cricket is concerned. So today it's more of it's going to be the Caribbean Premier League cricket commentary, and I'm taking you down to the game. The Caribbean Premier League, which is 2017, is being played with Jamaica Tallawahs and Trinbago Knight Riders, and Trinbago Knight Riders have had a dream start here. We are in the 9th over, and it's already they have posted the 100 on the board. They are 105 for 2 currently. Darren Bravo is not out on 23 of 10 deliveries, 2 fours and 2 sixes, and Colin Munro is not out on 40 of 22 balls with 5 fours and 2 sixes. So this is tremendous hitting from the Trinbago Knight Riders, I reckon. And we'll also have a look at the scorecard just to see as to how they played. Sunil Narine hit a quick fire 23. Brendan McCullum also hit quickly, as I said. The motto happens to be to really put the bat to ball, really belt the ball. And as I'm talking to you, they have managed. Krishmar Santoki was the one who really put a sort of real break on this innings, I would say, because as I said, the score at 106 for 2 at 9 overs, and now in the 10th over, there seems to be some lot of respectability, because look at that over that Santoki has bowled. He has given away just 3 runs and he has picked up a big wicket, that of Colin Munro, who actually this ball was over pitched and was on the pads, and Munro has powered it into the long on, and it has been a good catch, I thought, by the fielder there at long on, and it's the end of Colin Munro. So Colin Munro is gone, and he has been caught at the fence, and I think Santoki has really brought some sort of great relief, I would say, because this partnership, which the current partnership, it lasted for 5.5 overs and yielded 57 runs between Darren Bravo and Colin Munro. That's tremendous hitting. And the second over from Santoki has been superb. He has just given away 3 runs, and he has bowled 2 or 3 dot balls, and he has also picked up a wicket. So well done, Krishmar Santoki. Finally, some sanity to proceedings here after the way the Trinbago Knight Riders were running along. 109 for 3 is the current score, and we are in the 10th over, but Darren Bravo is still there, not out on 26 of 15, 2 fours and 2 sixes, and I'm quite sure the attack is going to continue as we are just waiting as to see who is the other player who would be entering the fray right now. So we are still waiting for it as Munro walks back to the pavilion. And also in the meanwhile, I'm also trying to see whether I can give you the full scores here. So Jamaica Tallawahs were the ones who actually won the toss, and they decided to insert the Trinbago Knight Riders to bat first. And I have to say, Brendan McCullum and Sunil Narine, look at that power. Look at that wonderful timing Sunil Narine had. 23. He banged one through Yash tied for 4. He lofted one for 6. And this is tremendous stuff, I would say. Sunil Narine, 23 of 11 deliveries, 2 4s and 2 6s. Brendan McCullum caught Smith, bowled Williams for 16 of 9 balls. And Kesrick Williams, one has to say, really showed a sleight of hand here. Even though he was costly, he really bowled in a very smart manner to Brendan McCullum to get his wicket for 16, and then also forced Sunil Narine into a false stroke. He was gone for 23. And as Colin Munro was caught brilliantly, I thought, by Powell, or the bowling of Chris Marson Thoge, the left-arm pace bowler, for 41 of 25 deliveries, 5 4s, 2 6s. Dan Bravo is still going strong. He's not out on 26 of 15, 2 4s and 2 6s. And it was good to see Dan Bravo get here after a long time playing in the Caribbean Premier League after a lot of things happened, I would say. So Trinbago Knight Riders, I'm just trying to see who is the player who has actually replaced Colin Munro. Just waiting for that as to tell you as to which player has come in. We are still waiting as to who is the player. I think it should be Dinesh Ramadan in all likelihood, who would be coming in to take the place of Colin Munro. But I can say that Trinbago Knight. Let's have a look at the bowling figures in the meanwhile. The bowling figures does not make any happy readings. Santoki, 2 overs 1 for 23. Imad Wazim, 2 overs slammed for 28 runs. Kesrick Williams was the wicket taker, 2 overs for 22 runs and 2 wickets. Sami bowled 2 overs for 17. Shakib Hassan bowled 1 over for 12. Smith 1.1 overs. He's right now in charge of bowling operations here. He's bowling the second delivery, and he has 7 runs taken off his first over. Now, yes, Dinesh Ramadan is the batsman. Dinesh Ramadan has opened his account. He has moved his score on to 1, and the score right now as it stands in the 11th over is 111 for 3. This match is being played at Port of Spain in Trinidad, and this is the 7th match of the Caribbean Premier League, which is right now underway here at Port of Spain. But I'm sure we are going to have a cracker of a game here, because as you know, Jamaica Talibans also have some powerful batsmen in the form of Chris Gale and other players who can really go aerial. And I'm expecting a real cracker stuff coming up in this 7th match of the Caribbean Premier League, when Jamaica Talibans will be chasing a tall score from the Trinbago Knight Riders. So dear fans, unfortunately, it only leaves me with this. Leaves me by just giving you the cricket update. It's 111 for 3, and we are in the 11th over. Sorry, my dear friends, that I will leave you with this live cricket update from the Caribbean Premier League. But I'm sure it's an exciting match in prospect here. A cracker of a game, really building up. Well, dear fans and subscribers, hope you all enjoyed this cricket broadcast and some little in brief cricket commentary which happened on the live match. Thanks for your company as always. It's good night from here.